con after the Riichi?
As per the fall cons. There you
What?
go.
Is that 4? No, it's not 4
Wait,
Dora.
wait.
Is
He
it?
just
Oh!
won himself 4 more Dora? That is a bounty.
Hey everyone, my name's Yusung, and on this channel, we typically do daily Let's Play videos for online Riichi Mahjong. But recently, I had the opportunity to commentate IRL Riichi Mahjong as a part of Riichi Nomi's N League. The game that I cast that you're about to see was super stacked, by the way. We had 2 Saint level players and 2 Master level players, and there were some incredibly spicy moments that I cannot wait for you to see. So, first, you're going to hear some pre-game discussion where we talk about what is N League and what's at stake, and then you're going to see the game itself. If you want to see more, their YouTube channel is linked down below, and the matches are usually live streamed every week, but the schedule is a little different during the holidays. You can always find the exact info in their Discord linked below as well. I sincerely recommend checking it out. Thank you again to Riichi Nomi for having me, for everyone here for supporting me, and without further ado, please enjoy.
Good evening and welcome to Riichi Nomi New York City's N League. I'm Cristi of the Team Queens Mahjong Triad, and I'm very happy and excited to be joined by our Riichi Mahjong streamer and content creator, Yusung.
Hello everyone. Hi Cristi, thank you so much for having me. I am super excited to be doing my first IRL Riichi Mahjong casting today. In case some people are here for the first time, can I ask a very basic question? If there's any first time people here, what is N League?
So in Japan, there is a Japanese professional Mahjong league, M League for short, and in Nomi League, our N League is inspired by that league. So we have 8 teams of 4 members each, and we're playing a total of 96 Hanchan over these 16 weeks.
Oh, I can't even mentally focus for like 2 Hanchan. This is an incredible feat of both endurance and teamwork and high-level play. And I wanted to ask, because it seems like the rules are a little bit different between like how I would usually play online and how you guys play IRL. Like, what are the rule changes between this and like online play that most people might be accustomed to?
Yes, so there's usually a little screen that pops up. One of our biggest ones is we have a bigger honba. So in typical Riichi Mahjong, you have a 300-point honba. We have a 1,500-point honba. As you get more repeats, the pot gets much bigger. We also have open Riichi, wherein you have a Riichi is 2 Han, but you have to show the whole hand and verbally declare your weight.
I hope that we get to see open Riichi tonight, because it is genuinely one of the most like baller, Akagi, like cold-blooded things that you can do in IRL Mahjong, which is just show your entire hand, call Riichi, and if someone else has called it Riichi before you, they are stuck. There's nothing they can do, and now they're about to deal into a massively valuable hand.
Also Agariyame. So in other forms of play, if you get to South 4 and the dealer is in first place, the game would usually end. But for us, the game keeps playing until someone not the dealer wins, or it goes to the wall and the dealer is not in Tenpai.
What is at stake here? I'm so curious, because we're in the middle of the season. Obviously, it's not the final table, but there's a lot of teams. You're on a team. Like, what is at stake in this week's session that we're casting?
Well, for N League overall, we are fortunate enough to have a prize pool. Shout out to our sponsors, Riichi City, for helping double our prize pool to $2,000 overall. So first place will get 1,000, second will get 600, third 300, and fourth 100.
Cristi, I know the answer to this, but I gotta ask, how is your team doing?
We have not been doing so well. We're at the bottom of the pack. We have almost the exact same score as OP Dopes, actually, but negative. But you know, we won a lot in season 1 and 2, so if you believe in the conservation of flow, this is our season where Mahjong is a game of give and take, so we're giving this season. We're doing a lot of giving. So we are going to be doing commentary for table 1, and then there will be a brief intermission, and then there will be a table 2.
I see. And so occasionally there will be updates from the second table that flash on the first table, and just to give people a heads up. I mean, I'm basically ready to get into the game. Welcome to the game. It's East 1. Nothing so far has happened. The 1 of circles is the Dora. Cody progressing with what looks like a very normal hand, but this, if I were to be anyone right now, I would be Quincy with 1 Dora and really strong shapes. Andres has already called the Green Dragon and looking to just win with a very fast and easy Green Dragon Red 5 hand. And that's pretty much the state of the game that we're at right now.
Right, and Andres drew the Dora, but can't really use it. Understandably, tosses it back. But I think that and the one in Quincy's hand are the only ones I saw so far. Oh, that is the God draw.
Really nice.
Next,
Really nice.
next to the Dora.
Oh,
But
Andres and Tempai
now,
now. Yeah, for the 3 or the 6 of circles. Right after the nut draw into a pure straight in the circle suit potentially. So this is might be spicy if Andres can't finish this hand very, very quickly.
yes, very much so. And I see one 6-pin in 6 of circles in Max's hand, one in Cody's hand, and I know that there's at least one of each in Quincy's hand. Yes, so
What
that's half of those weights are dead now.
Quincy of Team Yakuman has a very interesting decision because you could greed for the pure straight, or just accept these 2 very, very nice double-sided weights, maybe even a 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku somewhere in this hand as well. So very, very interesting to see where he takes this hand.
Yes, especially because Andres already tossed the Dora. He clearly doesn't need it. He also tossed the 8-pin, so those are possible outs for him if he wanted to fold.
Yeah, keeps the pure straight alive, not just ripping up the 5, 6 of characters like it's nothing. I respect that. I respect that a lot. So, as a player, do you usually pause when someone pauses to think a lot? Like, what's going through your mind? Oh, punished, maybe.
A backfire, but not really because he's already committed to cutting that shape, and he still accepts the form on 4 of characters if he decides to use it.
No, absolutely.
But when a person pauses, yes, I'm definitely thinking about what decisions they're making, and I'm trying to remember, like bookmark in my mind what tile they discard right before and right after that kind of moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, still keeping that pure straight alive, and Andres, even though this is the Tempai waiting room, it's so close to being done. A very easy green dragon and red 5 hand, just waiting for the 3 of circles to come home, but not quite there yet. This 6 of circles from Cody's hand could come out if they draw into a third 5 of circles, so it's not necessarily going to be in there forever. But in the meantime, yeah, it allows Quincy to get rid of a dangerous tile and be 1 away from Tempai as well. So a very dangerous situation.
And Andres's pond is also quite mixed. So it'll be interesting to see how they fold around. Oh, and there's another 3-pin. So I think there's only 3 tiles left for Andres.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that 3, 5, 5, 6 shape means that both the 3 and the 6 are more easily usable in that hand. So not sure that they're going to come out. Andres might just have to rely on the good old sumo to be able to take this round home. But like you said, a lot of the winning tiles are in other players' hands, which makes things difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the interesting thing to see is if Quincy does complete his Eat Superior straight, if he decides to chase, or he keeps pushing, depending on what he has in his hand. Oh, but the Sozu are looking very safe, so I think...
Yeah, Bamboo looking very, very safe. I'm obviously, I'm not a noob or anything, so I know who the dealer is at this table right now, but just in case anyone doesn't know who the dealer is, Cristi, do you know who the dealer is right now?
So Andres is the dealer, so he's marked by having the red circle around his
Of course. Of
picture
course.
from the bottom, and then that should move as the dealer changes. And then the pictures are in seat order. So Andres is east, Max is south, Cody west, Quincy is north.
Gotcha.
And that'll also help us keep track of the rounds too, although it is also in the top left corner.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the explanation. I feel much less lost. Cody drew into 4 pairs, but elected to not, it's late into the game. Maybe Chitoi is not the move right now. But maybe still a Tempai in the cards. Very, very 1 tile away from Tempai as well.
I definitely think that Cody would be folding in this situation, especially since it does seem like Quincy is pushing.
There's the Dora. Oh, it passes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Max is out as well. Max just wants to get to the next hand.
And I'm
Reroll
bookmarking
again.
this. This has now become a core memory for me because I get to finally point to players better than me, being like, "See, players better than me fold all the time." It's just a folding moment.
If you watch the Japanese professional league, M League, those players fold at the drop of a hat. They fold so often. They fold a lot more than they push. If
Yes.
anything, I feel like I might need to fold more than I push sometimes.
So only 3 tiles left in the wall, if I'm understanding correctly.
Yes.
Okay, and now only 1 tile left. So Andres is definitely going to remain in Tenpai. And there's a
Oh, and
3, but
there's
it's
the last one
yeah.
tile away. Andres could have drawn it.
Oh
But
my
we'll go to
goodness.
the wall. 1,000 from each person. Nobody else is Tenpai. So Andres gets a free 3,000. And now we go into East 1, repeat 1.
Quincy unbothered, looking like that 1,000 points meant nothing, and I respect that. And we immediately go into the East One repeat. So what you were saying before the stream, the big Hanba means that with every repeat counter, it's an extra 1,500 points, whether it comes from Ron or Sumo. So the value is definitely accruing already in this game.
Yes, it is. And as the Honba goes up, you'll see the players become more aggressive and want to have faster hands. Because
Yes.
a Tanyo hand could easily get to a Mongon value with several Honba and Riichi sticks on the board.
Holy
Our
moly.
Dora is 9 of bamboo, 9 so this
Yeah.
round, and Quincy with a Honitsu looking hand for sure. These are good
Definitely.
games.
That half flush with the prevalent wind as well. I would not envy to be any of these other players right now sitting at this table. Andre's not with a bad hand either. A 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 shape with a
Right.
character suit. Yeah.
He's looking like a quick hand, but it would be a Pinfu Riichi, so not something you can open. When you have big Honba, it is nice when you can open the hand and speed things up that way as well.
Gotcha. Oh,
And another
perfect.
Pinzu.
Perfect. Oh my goodness. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
2 content if I am 2 away from Tenpai, if I'm looking at that correctly.
Two away from Tenpai. Wouldn't be surprised if the North Wind comes out and maybe there's a pawn in the cards, or if the North Wind is the only pair in the hand, probably not. But with a half flush hand, it's definitely possible that Quincy decides to open this one up.
Definitely. He is in Team Yakuman. Oh, wait. I see we have some Table 2 highlights.
We
My teammate Christian with an early lead in East 2.
Let's
Let's
go.
go. Let's go. It looks
Let's
like he
go.
pulled off of Kevin, off of the door Nekos.
In the meantime, I'm watching magic happen. Quincy just drew into a pair of the green dragons as well, and it seems like the rich are just getting richer.
Oh
With
my
this
goodness.
hand, like this is still 2 tiles away from
What are
Tenpai, so
these
it's
draws?
a little awkward, but maybe even like half flush all triplets prevalent when like there's definitely some horrifying things that could happen at this table in East One.
Absolutely. If he gets the Honitsu, Tone, Toy, that's easily.
And
Oh,
there's
yep,
the open.
there's the North.
Wouldn't be surprised if the 9 of circles still keeping that acceptancy for the 5 of circles or the 7 circles, right? With that 4, 6, 8 shape. So 1 tile away from Tenpai with a very, very dangerous looking hand.
Right, and he already had the Yakuhai with the North pawn. So,
Oh,
and there's the Hatsu as well. So
oh my
he
goodness.
has confirmed 1, 2.
Yeah, confirmed Mongon with that. It should be, right?
Yes.
And now waiting for the single tile 5 of circles. Probably a very scary hand to be throwing if you're any of these other players, but that weight could definitely shift around in Cody's hand. Or excuse me, in Quincy's hand. But Cody drawing into like a pretty decent Tanya that can maybe contend with this, especially if you don't have to throw out any scary circle suit tiles to do so.
Yes, it definitely helps that he can accept the circles, the Pinzu, and he doesn't have to drop them to progress his hand.
Yeah, Max picking up a door. I think also
And there's
Ishan
another
10 right
5
now.
pin. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Grabs it, takes it. So I think that's 2 out and 2 in the wall.
Mm-hmm. I think the red
that's an
5.
upgrade to the Ryanmen there. But as I was saying earlier, Quincy and the Yakumen are buddies with Triad in the bottom of the league at the moment. So I can see a scenario where Quincy greeds for more value if possible. Not
Mm,
necessarily possible with this hand. It's already Mongon.
yes. It is his first. Is there an all triplets chance? We're watching all the fives immediately find second homes in other people's hands right now. But if that two of circles comes out, could this also be an all triplets hand as well as a half flush?
I think he would go for it.
Oh my goodness. This is don't try this at home. Don't even try this on my stream particularly. I'm too big of a coward to do stuff like this. Oh my goodness. And there's the Dora nine of bamboo, but a little bit tricky to use with the hand's current shapes. There's another Dora for Andres.
I don't think he wants it either, though. He doesn't need it.
This is a very, very good one away hand. So many tiles get you into Tempai. You see Andres struggling because it is wow, ice cold. Oh my goodness. Breaks up the 6-7 to keep the Dora. This is the greed that I'm here for. Holy moly.
He might be worried about what's happening around the table, especially with Quincy being 2 calls open and just Sumogiri, so drawing, discarding repeatedly. That's definitely a sign that there's something you should be worried about.
Absolutely. And it's much easier, or I guess it's definitely a skill to keep track of sumo giri versus tiles that are coming out from within a player's hand. And Max is drawing, and there's the Riichi.
And there's the Riichi and the deal-in.
Oh,
unfortunate. It was a good wait.
2 Dora in the hand. I would slam that Riichi button any day of the week, but Quincy gonna pick up that dub there. Holy moly.
So that should have been a 5-han Mongon Ron of Cody by Quincy.
Yeah, for 8,000 clean ones.
So fun fact, this is an almost exact repeat of our week 1 table with Max, Cody, Quincy, except in that table it was, who was it instead of Andres? I'm blanking right now. But in that historic table, Quincy won N League's very first Yakuman of all 3 seasons, also off of Cody.
Well, I don't believe in superstition, but I'm nervous to be in Cody's shoes right now. Oh my goodness. We're in East 2. The Dora is the 4 of circles, and I think we saw another half flush looking hand just in this starting hands of what we've seen. Yeah, like this hand could become another half flush in the circle suit if Quincy elects to go for it. All the other hands looking good. Like Andres with a really solid, maybe potentially Riichi Pinfu hand, maybe a Sanshoku sprinkled in there. Mm-hmm.
And Max with a Sanshoku chance in the 4-5-6 shape. And it looks like Quincy is committing to the Honitsu yet again.
Yeah.
And especially when it's in the Dora suit.
Absolutely. That's such a strong feeling of going for the half flush and realizing that if you draw the Dora, it is not dangerous for you. You can just keep the Dora and use it to destroy your friends and enemies sitting around you.
Absolutely. I forget what Quincy pawned. Is that?
I think it was the Northwind that was pawned in this hand.
Ah, okay. So not his Sea Wind. So he doesn't have. I have oh wait, sorry. I had a notification of it. Call from the chat that we are in.
They don't want us to spoil the script that Quincy is gonna definitely win another Yakuman tonight. I'm assuming. Wow, okay. Andres picking up solid tile after solid tile. Yeah, is gonna just confirm the pair of the 6 of characters and try to go for the Pinfu Valley if it's at all possible.
That definitely seems like the best play in my opinion as well.
If you're Cody,
there are people Cody that split their hands when they sort them, and so sometimes it takes me an extra second to figure out what's going on in the hand.
No, absolutely. If you're Cody here, you have 4 pairs. This could be a nice little Cheetoy moment for the table. It could definitely still be 7 pairs, but oh my god, the half flush by Quincy with 2 Dora is just disgusting. Oh my god.
Does Andres take the Kanchan? The
yeah, the single tile wait for the 6 of bamboo.
So he Dama Tempais on the 6 of bamboo, the 6-0, and 2 of them are in Cody's hand. I don't see them coming out anytime soon. He definitely, it seems like he's waiting for an upgrade, and then we'll probably call Riichi there. And we have another update from table 2. Amy of the Destroyers has progressed to first place, placing my teammate Christian in second, Calvin in third, and Kevin in fourth.
And there's the Riichi from Andres. Single tile wait on the 6 of bamboo. This is a tried and true technique. Wait one turn to see if your hand improves, and if it doesn't, send it anyway. So there's the Riichi. Let's see if Quincy's hand can still somehow progress with this half flush in the. Oh, okay.
Wow,
Just drawing
wow.
great tile after great tile.
Yes, so Cody seems like he's out, at least for now, unless his hand progresses to give him enough value worth pushing for. But the thing with the Riichi with the Sumogiri Riichi, so you just discard the tile you just drew, you might be advertising to the table that it's not the best weight. But this table knows that. Well, and he draws it anyway.
Oh my god,
So
it's
we
a
have
skill
Riichi
issue.
Sumo. And just Riichi Sumo. So
I think it's
that
just Riichi Sumo, yeah.
240 should be 13,700. If I'm remembering that correctly.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this starting hand from Cody. 3 green dragons immediately.
Wow, drawing the Onko.
Yeah,
You
the
love
concealed
to see it
triplet.
as a dealer.
Oh, and it just the tile flow is
Immediate
unstoppable.
connection to the Dora.
Immediate connection.
And
And this hand is
Riichi with
not
the
bad
Dora.
either. Oh my god.
Wow. I
This
want
is
these kinds of hands.
I also do. So you were saying about the Sumogiri Riichi. Oh, the drawing
And
into
for the last hand
the triplet of the Prelude went too. Oh my goodness. These are the demons. Oh my, this is ridiculous. You were saying that it's bad advertisement if it's calling Riichi with the tile that you just drew, that your hand might be bad. I've done that in real life at Riichi Nomi because I did not realize I was in Tenpai. But I'm assuming that the players today are at high enough of a level where that is not going to be happening.
Happen occasionally if you're so focused on something else and you're not paying attention to your hand. But most of these players should know. But some people might also be using it as a trick to make you think that it's a bad weight, but it's actually not.
Oh my, the mind.
And then it's like the Princess Bride, like, but you know that I know that you know. So is it or is it not?
Oh, this is a nice pickup for Max, finishing a single tile weight with that 5-6-7. Cody's hand is no slouch either. Maybe 2 tiles away from Tenpai, it seems, with pretty decent shapes as well.
And another Dora to create another
goodness.
Rionman. What a great draw.
I wonder if the 5 of bamboo is going to come out just to confirm that 6 of bamboo pair. And yeah, the pair is confirmed. Not necessarily a guaranteed Tanyo, but definitely a Riichi Pinfu. Andre's picking up some sauce as well. This is Tenpai for the 3 of bamboo. Single tile waiting for the 3 of bamboo. Let's see if the Riichi comes out. It does!
It does. Let's go, Andres. Let's see if you get it. So that would be Riichi Nomi. I don't think he had any Dora, right? That would be Riichi Nomi.
I don't think he had any Dora in his hand, but we'll definitely.
So you see 3 of them in Cody and Quincy's hands.
Yes.
Oh no, he has Riichi Dora 1. Riichi Dora 1.
Riichi Dora 1. Okay, so not just a Riichi only hand, but single tile waiting on the 3 of bamboo is tough. But it makes other people at the table uncomfortable. This is the power of an early Riichi. You don't know if they have garbage or they actually have the nuts, so it's very difficult. But wow, yeah, just the nut draw from Quincy, progressing the hand at all odds. Okay. Oh.
The scary thing is that this 3, so the 3 of bamboo might come out of Cody's hand if it progresses, because he is dealer, and he's going to want to keep that dealership.
What? Con
he
after the
cons.
Riichi?
As per the fall cons. There you go.
What? Is that 4?
Andres.
No, it's not 4.
Wait,
Dora.
wait.
Is
He
it-
just
oh!
con himself 4 more Dora? That is a bounty. That is a bounty. Jersey Mike's bounty is con into 4 more Dora.
The single the 3 of
Wild.
bamboo, it has the scent of death all over it. Oh, well, there's a Riichi 1 Dora into Riichi 1 Dora 5 Dora. Oh my, this is a ridiculous turn of events.
He has a Hana Well, at least Mongon showing on the table.
Yes. And it's terrifying
Cody's
because
definitely out. Because if he
yeah,
has anything else in the hand, it's already at least a Mongon or Hanuman.
yeah. And
I
the
can
thing about the
understand Cody's pain in that face where he's just he has to bail.
No, absolutely. This is a very tricky moment because usually you don't know the value in someone's Riichi hand, but when they end up showing four Dora incidentally, then you know this is not a very safe situation to be in right now. So Quincy having to make some tough decisions and still staying in it, but discarding the nine of characters, which feels a lot safer.
The I just feel Cody's pain so much in this moment when you're dealer in last place, you really want to take advantage of your dealership to make it back, and something like that happens right across from you at the table.
Super unfortunate, but Cody's hand still could get there with the closed green dragons. Chasing Riichi might not be the worst thing here, and I believe that they're just one tile away from Tenpai, so definitely not like totally out, and Quincy is not totally out either. Ooh, okay.
Oh, and there's the call from Max, showing Andres that 1-3 so is dead now. Oh, is this it? I can't tell what he just drew. Oh no, it's
Nine
another
of
9 so.
so
9
it
of
doesn't
Bamboo.
seem like it. Maybe a pure double
Nah.
C for that if the 8 of bamboo can come, but you have to. Oh, and there's the big fold with the green dragons.
Yes. If I know Cody, he's out. I think he's just going to fold. I
That's
don't
so
see him pushing his hand.
That's so interesting because yeah, I guess playing in the same league as all these players, you do like see tendencies of other players. Are there any other like play style quirks that you can say for anyone else at this table?
At this particular table, um, I that's a good question. Andres is the kind to do like what you just saw. Like he's going to take the con, especially as a member of the fall cons.
That's in their contract, right?
It should be. I believe it is. If Quincy, I think, has really good push fold judgment. I don't think he's the type to chase aggressively unless he feels like it's really worth it.
Yeah, Cody's hand could still get back into Tenpai after taking a long road, and Quincy has been unable to draw a bad tile. Actually, just been fed tiles that are still pretty relevant in this situation. And the red 5 comes out, and we're maybe thinking about opening up a hand for it.
Right. Max is like when I first was introduced to Max, he was introduced to me as one of the best Riichi Mahjong players in America, and he's still in a different platform. I think the second highest ranked American. And I've played him in many scenarios, including at a tournament in which I will never forget how he Fruity 10 Riichi'd to Yakuten himself into a top spot at like the final table of a tournament.
That is unbelievable.
Craziness.
Max
Because
is the main
he
character.
sumoed the tile he Riichi'd with.
Oh,
I'm just
Max is in
kidding.
Tenpai for the 4 of bamboo, but the 3 of bamboo might come out. The 5 of bamboo. Wow. Okay, yeah, narrowly avoiding the kiss of death there. Holy moly.
Yes, there are people that believe in the power of the 3 of bamboo, otherwise known as Sanso. And those individuals, I think, will do what Max just did and not cut it. I've definitely been punished by this 3 of bamboo before.
Listen, if you hand me a robe with the 3 of bamboo on it, I will happily wear it. And in this case, it's definitely working out. Andres, like if you're sitting on Andres's POV,
Drawing right next to it.
yeah, you don't necessarily know that all the 3 of bamboos are stuck in other players' hands, and there's kind of a fold on out of there. Not being in Tenpai anymore for the 4, just getting a little too spicy with the potential discards in this situation.
Well, the Sozu or the bamboo in general just do not look very safe at all if you just look across the pond of everyone's discards.
Oh my god, this is Tenpai if the 3 of bamboo comes out, right? It's a triple-sided weight, 147 in the circle suit. if the 3 of bamboo comes out. But if it does come out, it's gonna be dealing into him. It's gonna be dealing into a Mongon. I can't
Does he risk
watch.
it as dealer?
Oh,
Oh, I'm so
you might
nervous
want to
for
keep the
Cody. He
dealer
just
seat.
dealt into a big hand.
Oh, but 2 Oradora chance as well. Like these chances are hard to come by. And okay, the
And he
9
avoids. He dodges.
takes a
It's
strong
sad.
person to do
It's
that.
sad, but the safe and smart move. Good
Absolutely.
discipline.
That's when the Twitch chat starts flying with why did you fold there? But they don't see you don't know the other people. Playing aggressively into 4 Dora is not for the faint of heart.
Absolutely, especially when you have all the cameras and the lights, and you know everybody's watching every move. And I
The
believe
3
that's Tempai for
It's
Matt.
another Tempai, this time a double-sided weight, but
And
it's
he
not gonna
says
happen. There's
no.
too much aura around the 3 of bamboo.
Because he also has the 2 Uradora indicators. So if Andres hits and he draws anything else, value just explodes.
Yes.
So again, 3,000 to Andres, 1,000 from each player for him being the only Tempai.
I'm loving this. I would have dealt in if I was Cody. I love watching these players. Holy moly, just play some great Mahjong today. And so 1 Riichi stick and 1 Hanba left over from the night before. 2,500 points free for the taking for whoever can win this hand. So like you were saying earlier, Tanyao hands suddenly accrue a lot of value just by being in this situation.
Yes, and Quincy having the pair of Chun or the Red Dragon is definitely helpful here. Not kind of a Honitsu chance again if he really wants to push it with the Sozu.
Yeah, a much more difficult half flush than the blessings that he's received before, but it's still
Oh,
definitely
there's the Chun,
possible.
really call it.
There's the
And
red
he does.
dragon.
Yep, Yakuhai secured. He can just try and win this hand quickly, grab the Honba and extra Riichi stick.
This is a bold half flush because 4 and 7 floating tiles are totally fine. Like a 1-on hand is okay in this situation, but I love the fact that we're going for the half flush on top of this because why not? You have the red dragon, you have enough bamboo, and the Kingdom of Heaven rewards you, because why wouldn't it?
But Andres also has a fast-looking hand over there, and he has a pair of his seat wind south, and it fills the Myanmar immediately.
Yeah, the Dora might come out, but drawing into a 7-8-9 shape would allow Andres to keep the Dora and maybe even just call Riichi with a pretty strong hand.
And the Falcons would really enjoy that.
Oh wow! A lot of character tiles. Is this ever a try to go for the Itsu, try to go for the pure straight on top, and that potential is still open for Andres's hand.
And I think that's what he is going for with that 5-mon, 5-character pot.
Yeah. So it's very awkward in that situation where the south wind is your pair, but it is also your seat wind. So if you pawn that, you can still get into Tempai. And here's Tempai. If you can either wait for the 8 of characters by cutting the 7, or a double pair wait for the south wind and the 7 of characters, which that's a Zuzzy wait. I'm sorry. South wind could definitely come out after Andres calls the Riichi.
It's kind of a 1-for-1 trade if you drop 1 Dora and try and get your seat wind. But I think he wants to go for the Suji trap to cut the 5-mon.
Wow!
It's not the Itsu he wanted, but it is the trap he set up.
It's maybe the Itsu that we deserve, and that is a beautiful trap. Yeah, the 5 of characters coming out means that Andres is not waiting with a 6-7.
And there's the 8-mon.
There's the 8. Oh, no!
Crazy how this always happens. The draw during the Ipatsu turn.
Avoids Ipatsu. Not cutting the white dragon either.
Yeah, with a table like this, your Suji traps are not going to hit as easily as they might at a different kind of table.
Yeah, they only work on noobs like me during my YouTube videos. So, yeah, it's actually progressing the hand there for Quincy. Could still maybe fight at least to get into Tempai by the end of the round.
Because Quincy is in first, so he doesn't necessarily need to push, but he is dealer. and might want to keep that dealership. Oh, and there's another fill.
Oh,
It might
okay.
come out soon in a few turns if his hand keeps progressing.
Oh, Dora discard. Andres also seeing that Southwind discard, maybe. But that's, you can't really say here or there. We're operating with confirmation bias, but that Southwind coming out does sting if you had taken the double pair weight. But yeah, Quincy can definitely still fight for this hand. Cody's hand not looking super terrible, but it's also difficult to fold in this situation as well.
Yes, I think for him, he could start from the East Winds, or he could start with maybe the 9 of bamboo if I was him. The 9, so it would be Sotoga. It would be behind the 8 of bamboo that's early in Andres' discards.
The
Quincy
8
also
of
deciding the pros and cons of his cuts here.
So you're saying because the 8 of bamboo came out early, that like what? Oh, and there's the deal in.
There it is. No Ura. So that will be Riichi Nomi.
Only? Yeah.
Yep, 140 for 1300.
But so what information would come out? Like if an 8 cuts early, probably 9 of bamboo is looking safe because it's unlikely to come out from a 7-8-8 shape.
Correct. Or if you had that shape, you might keep it longer than that one of your first 2-3 cuts.
Right.
If it's one of your first 2-3 cuts, you're thinking it's most likely a floater, not very useful.
Right.
And Andres, we are into South now. Andres has moved up into first place. Quincy second, Max third, and Cody still hanging back in fourth.
Yeah, Andres with a lot of honor tiles starting out. Maybe a faster hand, but doesn't seem that explosive in terms of value. The door is going to be the 1 of circles. Quincy, this is a stretch to go for the half flush here, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. Andres with 2 Dora and a pair of the red 5s. We gotta. I wish I could get these hands too. This is miraculous. This is such a fast and valuable hand.
Right, with 4 pairs and a pair of Dora, very easily could pivot either 7 pairs Chitoy if he draws another pair, or Pone if he gets the red dragons. The tune.
But in all of this, Max's hand that we're about to see right now, yeah, it doesn't look that bad either. Could have the pure straight, and Max is locking that in. 1, 2, 3, 1 through 9 in the bamboo suit, making use of that red 5. Gonna be a little bit awkward, like to complete, but if that is, then this is a very high value hand that can also be open. So you can use your the opponent sitting to your left's discards to help you complete that pure straight. And there it is. The 1, 2, 3 completion in the character suit is certainly gonna help.
Yeah, Cody's hand, unfortunately, is not the kind of hand you want to be seeing when you're trying to come back from last place. I've been there and felt that. So disheartening, but he's just going to keep going and see what draws he gets.
Yeah, it's awkward for Cody because keeping the Dora is your ticket to value, but it's an isolated tile and it's a terminal, making it very, very difficult to use. Andres is going to open up.
He gets his first pawn. So now the table's seeing it's a north pawn, so either he's going for a half flush Honitsu, or he has a different pair that he can pawn. They're going to be thinking about what value does he have that he decided to pawn that north.
The red dragon could come out from Quincy's hand if oh, beautiful draw from Andres, finishing up that 6, 7, 8 shape.
Right. So now if he keeps that, though, he's going to need that red dragon pawn to give him his Yaku.
Yes, and this is a very dangerous situation where, like, it's difficult to...
Oh, Christian, let's go! We came back into first! Yes, we are in South 3. We gotta hold on for at least one more hand. And then Calvin of the Sours in second place, Amy Destroyer's third, Kevin of the Doorneck goes in fourth. But these second, third, fourth are really tight in that second table, so that's going to be a very stressful, tense fight over there.
Definitely, especially when it's coming down to South 4. And in the meantime, Max finishing up 2/3 of the pure straight, just waiting on the 7, 8, 9, still waiting on a pair. Probably would in a perfect society love to keep that red 5 of characters in their hand. Not necessarily guaranteed. but inching very, very close to Tenpai, and Quincy cutting the pair of the green dragons.
Interesting. I guess he decided it was safer to cut those since he knows that he has two of them rather than cut the red dragon, the tune that is still a live tile in that it has not been cut yet. Because Cody cut the green, the Hatsu, earlier on. So very unlikely that Andres can use it.
And that's a play that you won't see very often. I love that play, just breaking up the green dragons because of the danger of the red dragon. And Andres progressing the hand one tile away from Tenpai. Would love to get that red dragon and kind of still needs it for this hand to be valid, correct?
That is correct. He will not have a Yaku unless he gets that pawn. But if I know Quincy, he's probably just going to hold on to it. And it's just not going to come out. So, but there is still one more somewhere in the wall.
Definitely.
If Andres has faith.
I mean, maybe if because Andres has already pawned up the north wind, maybe.
It would have been Tenpai, but
yeah.
Oh, but he needs he needs the Itsu, so he needs a 7-8-9. He needs the straight for his Yaku.
Max had the 5-6-7 in his hand and would have loved to keep that for Tenpai as well, but unfortunately, locking himself into the Itsu means the seven of bamboo needs to come out. Andres not going for the all triplets. Honestly, a responsible decision, just waiting for the red dragon to come home. But Max is in Tenpai for Itsu red 5. Red 5 with that pair pickup of the 5 of characters. Holy moly. The believers.
He's waiting on the 7. He's waiting on the 7 of bamboo.
Waiting on the 7 of bamboo. Cody with a Riichi throwing the Dora. Single tile waiting on the 7 of bamboo as well.
On the 7. And Quincy draws the 7 immediately.
Is this
the second time he's drawn the demon tile immediately?
Andres says Tenpai if he cuts the 8 of bamboo. Single tile waiting basically for the red dragon.
And he shoves the Dora. Oh well, wait. The Dora just got cut right before. And Max sumos Itsu Dora 1.
Max taking a long and lonely road through the pure straight in the bamboo, but it just rewarded in the end. Never having lost faith in the red 5 of characters.
1,500, if I'm calculating correctly. I feel like I'm under pressure, and I'm worried I'm not calculating this correctly.
Thank you for doing the hard part. But wow, what a miraculous pure straight hand. Just believing and then being able to keep the red 5 on top of that. That's gotta feel great for Max. Still hanging on strong in this game.
Wow, that just has to be that's the kill play. You know, you could just read the wall and know that it's just gonna come.
And we're sure that none of these players know it's in the wall, right?
Yes, we do. We do a what is it called? A wash shuffle before the games officially start. No tampering, no tampering with the tiles. Oh, great hand. 2 reds, great shapes, fast hand for Andres. Unnecessary as a person in first place. Cody needs that hand.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours. Quincy might be going for the half flush again. But Andres just drawing straight up gas. This is unbelievable.
My goodness.
Tanya, red 5, Riichi on top of that as well. And what is the Dora for this round?
The Dora is 5-pin, the 5 of circles.
Oh my goodness.
Cody is probably going to commit to the half flush here. Cody just needs value. He needs to build something.
This is Tenpai waiting for the 6 and the 9 of bamboo. Riichi, red 5. It's early in the game too. It puts such people in such a difficult spot. And there's just gross.
Riichi, Tanya, Dora. Well, he loses the Tanya if he hits the 9. So
true, not confirmed.
But it's at least 3, potentially 4, and then if he gets sumo or great value.
Cody with the 5 of bamboo cut immediately after the Riichi. Do you think that's just because we know that Andres is not waiting with a 3-4 in their hand?
I believe Cody decided it was worth trying it because it's already South 2. He needs to be making moves if he wants to get anywhere in this game.
I see. Not terribly punished either, drawing into that 4 5 shape.
And he deals in on the Takame, the higher value side. So
Oh,
painful. Oh, Cody, so sad. So it was Riichi Tanya
Tanya
Dora for the
Dora, yeah.
Mongon 8,000. Cody
Oh.
getting hit by Andres.
Oh, the humanity. Oh, why can't everybody win? Holy moly. So the Dora, the 6 of circles in this round. Cody as the dealer. Now is the moment where Cody has to go out. Like, this has to be offense and offense only, correct? Or what do you think about this position?
Absolutely. He needs to push and push as hard as he can. Unfortunately, this is not the most inspiring high power starting hand.
This is and just Quincy with the pair of the green dragons, making that hand with very easy double-sided shapes as well, making this a very difficult uphill battle.
Now, see, the terrible thing is that Andres started with so many terminals and honors that it would be just the worst crime for him to start cutting in a way that makes it look like he's going for 13 orphans and just triggering Cody. That would be just so terrible. That'd be so terrible.
You mean invoking the fact that Cody has dealt into a 13 orphans at a similar table? Oh my goodness.
And he's I think he's going for it. I think he's gonna do it.
Oh wow.
He has 8 and a pair.
And there is no 9 terminal initial draw, so you're locked into whatever starting hand that you get.
Oh,
what?
Yes. And he does another terminal. He is only missing 1 and 9 of characters, the North and the Green Dragon.
The Green Dragon, a pair of them in Quincy's hand, but 2 of them still very much alive in the wall and a very dangerous position for everyone at this table.
Yeah, what will be interesting to see is who notices Andres's suspicious discards first.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't, like, for right now, it's still within the realm of possibility that Andres is simply going for a half flush in the suit of the Dora, right? Circle tile half flush could be a possibility.
Oh, good fill there. And he has a Sanshoku chance for the 5, 6, 7 shape if he decides to go for it.
This is why you're playing an N League and I'm not. Sanshoku blinders have been on since day one. Using the Green Dragon as the pair would allow them to go for the 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku.
And he decides to confirm that with that, or at least hedge it with that 6 of bamboo cut.
Andres with a nice pickup.
Yeah, but I believe he's still forging ahead for the 13 orphans. The N League is his brainchild. He would love to contribute another Yakuman for the season, giving us great content. And there's the first green.
There's the first green.
And Quincy declines the pawn. I would understand him wanting to just use it as a pair and go for the Sanshoku.
Sanshoku, a very sneaky hand. It's harder to tell. You can keep that hand and not even call Riichi, just stay dominant. And if Andres is going, full offense with having to discard great tiles because you're going for 13 orphans, it might genuinely just be easier to complete the Sanshoku.
Absolutely. And then they are safe tiles to cut later as well, since it's already been once cut by Cody. So if he decides to fold, he can fold with those. Or if he gets a better pair, if he could confirm Tanya, maybe.
Yeah.
It would be a good way to move the hand around. Good.
I have not given up on Cody. Great draw and rejects the 7 pairs. A player after my own heart. There it is. No to 7 pairs in this household. Going for the wider tile acceptancy.
So sad. 7 pairs is one of my favorites. I'm also a twin, though, so I'm very heavily biased. Oh, there's 2 9-mons and 2 1-mons in hands that I can see. None have been cut yet, I believe.
Yeah, still a strong dream from Andres's POV for that 13 orphans. Red 5 is a little dangerous, a little awkward. Would certainly give anyone a little bit of pause. Do you think if you're Cody right now, you just try to get into Tenpai? Like maybe considering the chi there, just to sorry, Max is coming up, but if you're in Cody's POV, you want to keep the dealer seat. How soon do you start thinking about things like just trying to stay in the dealer seat?
I think you have already decided it before you even became dealer. I mean, especially when you're in last place, you're thinking, I need to capitalize on my dealership. Here, Andres is deciding, does he pivot or does he keep forging ahead? Because his tiles are still alive. Oh, and he drops it. Oh, he's going to pivot.
Going into the half flush, Max with a great pickup on that three of circles as well. She from Cody, maybe as we said, just trying to get into Tenpai before the end of the round so that someone is gonna have to rip this dealer seat from Cody's dead hands if that's the way that they want to play.
Oh, we are final scores. And Christian, he got a first. Yay, let's go.
Congrats.
And
Not all hope is
Evan
lost.
just barely squeaking out a second place with 300 points over Calvin of the Sours and Amy in a very close behind fourth place. That must have been a stressful table.
Absolutely. Ooh, Quincy picking up a nice pair of the 7 of characters. Could always elect to throw him. Does not seem like the 5-6-7 Sanshoku is still a possibility, but rather maybe just a green dragon only hand if you could finagle some safe discards at a time like this.
I feel like the safer cut that he might go for is cutting those green dragons.
True. Absolutely. Maybe even just calculating the chance of a 13 orphans or a devious half flush from Andres's hand, but he knows that because one green dragon is out, it would have to be a single tile wait if this green dragon were to deal him into absolute ruin.
Okay, the other question though is that when Quincy hit Cody for the Yakuman, the 13 orphans, he also had cut terminals and honors from his hand. So Quincy could be thinking about that and remembering that Andres might be having overflow. He might have extra pairs to have cut, and he could still be doing 13 orphans. So I can understand why he kept the green dragons.
Absolutely.
However, we have the privilege of knowing that that's not what's happening.
Andres is sitting with a box of mismatched toys right now, but that's okay. In first place, you're just happy to see the game continue if it's gonna continue, and you have a large like supply of safe tiles in these honor and terminal tiles to throw in the late game as well. So I don't see Andres dealing in this hand. Yeah, safe discards with the white dragon, unless something miraculous.
We missed Max here with the pair of Dora because we were so focused on Andres over there. But he's definitely moving ahead. I can see him calling Riichi if he gets Tenpai.
This would be a very, very late game Riichi, but do you think that that's something that could be done at this time?
I think Max has the luxury of deciding if he wants to do it or not as a member of the Opie Dopes. He can decide to play however he really wants.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, coming into a game with a defensive privilege must be such a nice feeling.
Because of the teams at the table, the Falcons are in third. So the Falcons are the team that he would want to disrupt the most.
Andres with the big fold now, just trying to get to the end of this South 3 without making much trouble for themselves.
Right. We only have 10 tiles left to go, so about 2 draws and change per person.
Quincy not going to push towards Tenpai.
Quincy is also just abandoning ship. But poor Cody.
I know, trying to get into Tenpai. There's a Tenpai, so it's not the Tenpai that we wanted, but it's the Tenpai that we deserve.
Yes, this is all he needs. He just needs to keep this dealership, roll again.
Yes, absolutely. Cody has been we're due for a big hand. We've been so unlucky for this entire game. Definitely due for a big hand. Still could happen that an Under the Sea or Under the River comes out. Doesn't seem very likely at this table with a bunch of great players, but you never know. Doesn't seem like it, and then we're going to repeat this round.
There we go. So Cody, at least to get some of his points back. 3,000 as the only person Tenpai on the table. So we add a Honba. No Riichi sticks.
The big Honba being worth 1,500 points. I don't want to speak any false hope for anyone listening or watching, but it makes comebacks a lot easier. Wow, what a rip! A bunch of circle tiles. First good hand of that we've seen in Cody's possession.
2 characters, Tumon? Yes, Tumon, 2 characters is our Dora. And Cody has one. But his hand is really fast. Hopefully he can connect to it sooner than later, because this hand is looking really good.
But even if bad shapes.
Let's see. And no Dora here.
Mm-hmm.
Except he has a red 5 and another red 5. Oh, and
Picking
good.
up 8 of
Good
bamboo
draw.
is not bad. Yeah, Tanya is definitely a possibility with this hand. Just trying to go out in an all-out offensive to retain this dealer seat and try to make the magic happen for a comeback.
Yeah, a strong early Tanya Pinfu.
Mm-hmm.
I will take it.
Oh
There we
my
go. There we
goodness!
go.
Triple-sided
Draw.
weight in the bamboo suit.
Let's go, Cody. This is what he needs. But when
Waiting
you
for
were talking about
369.
comebacks, there was a infamous game last season in which my teammate Christian was dealer in South 4 and he was busted negative, but he came back to first place from that spot.
Oh my
Oh, here we
goodness.
go. Ishan 10. A good Ishan 10 with one away with a lot of tile acceptance. Many paths to Tenpai.
Wow. Yeah,
I'm
busting.
manifesting for you, Cody.
So busting, yeah, busting not being a possibility here means that, whoa, okay, so many good things are
There we
happening here,
go.
but it depends on whether or not you want to keep the 2-4 shape, right? Making use of the Dora or trying to keep a really nice shape in the circle suit, I guess.
And also if he decides to confirm one of his pairs.
Yes. Cody thinking I would be too. I do not envy this decision that you have to make. Because if you wanna retain the dealer seat, like going fast here and discarding the value isn't the worst thing that you could do. You still have the red 5, you still have Riichi Pinfu. Electing to throw the 2 of circles ultimately.
We're still in the first row, and I think his fat hand has enough acceptance that he has time to play around with it. And per the discards and no calls yet, it definitely doesn't seem like he doesn't have the pressure to go as fast as some of the other hands.
Absolutely. It's still being one away from Tenpai is a great position. Andre's kind of cooking with a potential whoa, great pickup there, but a potential 4-5-6 pure double sequence in the hand as well.
Yes. Ipeiko, the twin sequences, another one of my favorites because twin facts. And he gets another chance and he still decides to shove it back. Sometimes when a tile comes back to me, I wonder, is this the wall's way of telling me I should reconsider that decision?
Wow.
Okay, he
Andre's one
confirms there.
tile away from Tenpai.
So he can take the 4 or the 7.
Max, no fear. Cutting the Dora. There's Tenpai!
Let's
Tanya, red 5
go.
Dora, potential Riichi as well, but you can maybe wait for a better weight or another Dora, but this seems as good as it gets. Damaten!
Let's go. Okay, so he's Tenpai on the 3 of characters.
Okay.
And I wonder if if somebody else gets Tenpai and Riichi's, he might chase.
Yeah. This is
Or he might just stay Dama.
single tile weight on the 3 of characters. Ooh,
Oh, we draw a 4th copy.
that is interesting. You lose your pair, but oh, this is a difficult decision too.
He's going to con. Let's get more value. And then he can funky weight on the 2-mon.
Yes, single tile weight on the 2, and
Oh,
immediately draws it back into a
okay,
pair. Are we gonna see the Riichi?
I don't know what the new Dora is yet. Yep, we're gonna Riichi. Riichi, Tanyao, Dora 2. Because that closed con gets you a lot of food.
Yeah.
Is that 5? 5 of bamboo, 5 so?
5 of
And
bamboo
Andres
being the
repair.
new Dora, but you give Andres 2 Dora. Let's see if Andres is gonna use that to destroy everyone else at the table. Oh my goodness.
Max has one of the new Dora. But Cody now has a double
Red 5
Dora.
Dora.
Red 5.
Wow. Yeah, really valuable hand. Really valuable hand. Holy smokes. Very spicy situation. Cody could actually get back into this
Dora
game.
3 now.
So
So
guaranteed
Mongon. That is
2
what you
chances.
want when you are a dealer coming from behind.
Absolutely. 2 chances at
Good
Oradora as well.
Good con.
Yes. 3 of characters not seen in too many people's hands, right? It's still a decent chance that it comes from the wall.
Right.
1 in Quincy's hand.
Only that one.
Yeah, and not a lot in the discards either. There's red 5. And there's a triplet of the East Wind. This is Tenpai, single tile waiting for the 3 of bamboo. Is that a valid hand though?
I don't believe so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Max just, I mean, if you get the 3 of bamboo, you can always sumo, but if it comes out from anyone else's hand, there's nothing unfortunately that you can do at this point.
Right. That would be a little funny if you got Sumo Nomi. I've seen it happen before.
It's too, I can't, oh!
And oh my goodness. Well, it's not Nomi because he has the red 5. So Sumo Dora 1, but he has the Anko of Tone, so that's
Somebody get Cody a blanket. Somebody get Cody a blanket and like a nice cup of water. This is unfair.
So sad. That's so sad.
Oh my goodness. But
So
Max,
that could be 1,500 becomes 1,500, 1,000.
and again, thank you so much for doing the scoring.
And sadly, Cody got hit with the Oyo Kaburi, the higher payment, because he was dealer.
Oh no.
And now we are going into all last.
All last, where dreams can come true, where legends can be made. But it's very difficult in this situation.
No, it looks like I misscored it. I missed Fu somewhere. Oh, the sumo. I missed the sumo Fu. So it was 240. So it's a good thing our overlay person, Chris, is a better scorer than I am.
Can happen to anyone.
I knew this would happen. I knew I would be under pressure, under commentary, and then I'm not doing it.
No, thank you so much.
I'm sorry, Captain. I will improve my scoring.
Oh my goodness. So this hand, the Dora tile, I believe is a character suit tile. We're gonna need to see what exactly that is. 4 of characters being the Dora tile. Andres with a pretty clean hand. Maybe Tanya red 5 to start out. If you're Cody in this position, are you genuinely like going for a Yakuman or something? Like, or are you just trying not to bust and just live to the end of the round?
I'm sorry. Say that again. I'm the words just came in and just left.
No, it's pretty fair. I'm speaking nonsense mostly, but like, is Cody in this situation like, because you know the risk reward of N League better than I do? Are you supposed to go for a Yakuman, or are you just trying not to bust in this position?
For Cody, I think you're trying to not have as bad of a 4th. Like unless the hand was really strong and like a really good really good win rate, I don't think I would push it as Cody if it had passed my dealership. I think they're confirming the value of the last hand if we had missed Dora.
Gotcha. I thought Claire was just telling Max that it was kind of mean to sumo on the 3 of bamboo when Cody had a giant hand.
Oh, okay. So they missed the new Dora, the 5. So it was sumo Dora 2. So for 3 and 40, not 2 and 40.
This is why we have people on deck.
One of the bounties is scoring everything correctly on stream. So unfortunately, we did not get it that this time. I feel like I'm partially responsible for not helping with the scoring.
Hey,
I told Chris I would help him, and I'm not succeeding.
I didn't help you
like
at all.
Scored like 3 hands already.
This is a really interesting situation. There was definitely a pure straight in one of these players' hands in the bamboo suit. Cody, unfortunately, not a lot of value. 1 Dora, but maybe you're just gunning to call Riichi or something. Like, unfortunately, even a direct hit Hanemon doesn't necessarily get you out of last place. So you would need like a monstrous amount of value to be able to shake things up right now.
Yes, absolutely. And it's depending on the hand you open with, it can be very hard to create that value.
Absolutely. Yeah, Max, again, blessed by the bamboo. A pure straight chance, 1 through 5 with that red 5 again as well. So could see another opening, but it is South 4, so that might affect some decision making.
Okay, so if Cody really, really wanted value, he'd have to do a lot of Yaku stacking.
Yeah.
He'd have to really, really move things around. But with a
2, 3, 4 Sanshoku.
There we go.
Tanyao on top. If things go the
Sanshoku.
Yes.
Tanyao. with some
9
Dora.
Oradora. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay. And then if you hit
definitely.
Ura, and if somebody else cons and gets you more Dora. Oh, is
Absolutely. Oh,
that's a 5? Yes, that's a shape upgrade. We
yeah.
like to see it.
Fortunately, not Tanya with that pair of the one of bamboos, but can definitely fight with this hand.
Quincy also has a really good shot at second place and maybe even first if he can direct hit Andres.
Hmm. Oh, nice pickup, completing that shape
Oh
in
wait, and
the
he's also dealer, so definitely yes, definitely. So
Quincy
he's
with the
waiting
Riichi.
for Cisco.
Single tile wait, and yet that is absolutely fine in this position. Trying to maybe get Sumo Ipatsu, trying to maybe get some Oradora. Hard to escape third place here, but good to end the game in third.
Yes, unfortunately his weight is dead because there's a pair of them in Andres's hand and good
Uh,
shapes in Max and Cody's, and I don't see them coming out.
mm-hmm.
But at the very least, if he could get it to go to the wall and repeat and go again, he just builds Homba, builds a easier, a lower target for himself to get to second or first.
Yes, absolutely. And and you're right, it's very unlikely to come out from Andres or Max's hand just because these two are sitting in the lead. They have a lead to protect, and they still have a lot of safe tiles in this.
Oh,
Whoa!
I was wrong. Andres deals in.
Caster curse.
So Riichi, Tanyao, Dora,
Riichi, Tanya, Dora, no Oradora.
340, 77.
But maybe Andres was thinking, you know what? I can even afford to deal in here, and it's still fine to end the game in first place.
Well, this
Oh,
doesn't
Quincy's
end the
the
game though
dealer.
because Quincy's dealer and we
Ah!
keep going.
Believe anything can happen.
So now, very, very close game
Yes.
for first, second, third.
I expect to see a lot more offense. Yeah, absolutely. Andres with a one hand with that Hamba being 1500 could just eke out a dub with the Tanya only. Great pickup immediately from the start from Quincy. A little bit awkward with the amount of honors and terminals, but a nice character shape.
Right. But with that amount of honors, I see that more as an opportunity to pair something up for a quick pawn or just room for upgrades.
Mm,
So he can accept a lot. So I don't always think of that as a bad thing.
I see. I see.
Oh, here we go, Manzu. The half flush, the Honitsu vibes are very strong with Quincy today.
Absolutely. And gonna throw out that Westwind, maybe thinking that, if we can just get this hand over like a just Riichi Pinfu, like it's maybe enough points to just keep the game going, stay in the lead. And like you were saying, the game does not end even if South 4, the dealer wins. It's only over when someone else wins, correct?
Correct.
Ooh.
I'm seeing commentary about the whatever is in the air for N League this season. OP Dopes are in first yet again.
Oh my goodness.
When they drafted Max, they brought all of the flow to their team this season.
Yeah, it was so cool. I don't know if people have seen it here or not, but there was an entire draft video on Riichi Nomi's YouTube channel, and a lot of the draftable players had a bio, had their skill level, and a really really cool thing to witness if you haven't checked it out yet.
They did also play in person at the Hue, and the captains could watch them while they were making their decisions on who to draft.
I'd be sweating. There's no way I'd be playing sane, sensible mahjong. Max with a
Oh,
pair
and
of the best ones.
Max pairs up his seat when the wall is rewarding him. The wall wants the OPs to succeed. Unfortunately, that's not what Quincy needs.
Yeah, a little bit awkward here. Maybe a Tanya chance getting rid of that 9 of circles eventually in their hand. Upgrading the shape, keeping using the with the continued use of the Dora, the 2 of circles. So it's gotta feel good. Upgrading that 1-2 shape to a 2-4 shape.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Cody again does not seem to have much value. Very sad. I would have loved to see a Yakuman chance for Cody.
Absolutely.
Andres Hones definitely also just wants to get a quick win, get out of here.
We are going speed.
This
Max
is
with some
the
great
run.
pickups.
It's so rigged. It's so rigged. The OBs are just destroying us all.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, pairing up that
Oh,
three of
there we
characters.
go.
Yeah, and Quincy's one away from Tenpai right now.
There we go. There we go.
Andres, although
What?
having pawned that red dragon, still has a lot of like single tile weights. Very
Oh,
close
and
to
he
Tenpai
made
for Max.
10. If that West is once cut, so if somebody draws the last and throws the last one, he will get his Yakuhai. The thing Cody does want, if you are in this situation, actually, is you would want the dealer to repeat enough that the Honba gets big enough that it gives you a solid chance. Because if the dealer keeps winning and somebody else gets low enough, you have a chance to get out of fourth. That's one
Yes.
thing you could hope for.
Absolutely. Andres is not going to make it easy, though. Progressing the hand, one tile away from Tenpai, waiting on a 3 of circles, 8 of circles. Either would be lovely at a time like this. Quincy had a rare opportunity there. Sanshoku for monster value, but elects not to go for it. Maybe we don't need it in the dealer seat right now. Kind of rewarded with a nice
There we go.
3
There
3
we
4
go.
shape. Yeah.
Yeah, so Quincy has a lot of paths to Tenpai now.
Andres with 2 Dora. This hand. I mean, it's more expensive, but is that what you really want when only one Han can get you over the finish line?
Yes, because the overall score does add to the cumulative team score. So a better first is always preferred. But Max gets his Yakuhai, gets his seat wind, and now he can toss the 7-pin for Dora. Or for Tenpai, not Dora.
Max communicating, leaning back in his chair, communicating to the angels that we can't see, but they're definitely there on this Mahjong table today. There's the Tenpai. Could end the game here, ending Quincy's reign as dealer. Andres still one tile away from Tenpai.
Andres had and he can shift to the Champon waiting on 3 month, 6 month. But I did see at least 1 7-mon in Andres's hand, and I believe 1 in Cody's hand. Yep, he changes the weight, 3 and 6.
Quincy
Now
with Tenpai now.
Now Quincy is Tenpai on 4 7-mon. 4 and 7 of the character suit.
What is double Ron? What happens? Is it seat order if 2 people run at the same time? Obviously, that's not what's happening right now, but just in case.
Riichi Nomi believes in double Ron. So you will pay both winners.
No mercy. I love it.
But if for the Honba, it does go in seat order. The person, so if Quincy and they have different weights. But if there was a double Ron, Quincy would get the Honba and any Riichi sticks.
I see.
Please correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But if I recall correctly, that's what it was supposed to be.
Oh man, Cody just maybe a pure straight in the character suit, but the tiles are not cooperating. 3 Dora!
Wow, and he's gonna deal in.
Oh, who wouldn't in that situation? Who would 3 Dora? Oh, and the game goes on. Quincy is not gonna go quietly into the night.
So I do believe that would be Tanyao, just Tanyao. So that would be 1,000 becomes 2,500.
Holy smokes.
And we repeat again. So now we have Tomb Honba, 3,000 points on the board.
This is ridiculous because I would do a lot of things if there were like 3 Riichi sticks on the table. I would play way different. So the big Honba genuinely changes the pacing and the appetite for aggressive play. Just with a few repeats, it suddenly becomes so valuable. Quincy with a decent looking hand. Maybe just a Riichi pin fu. Andres with, again, you can get out of jail so quickly here. Actually, amazing shapes in the hand.
The double south, the double non.
Already 1 tile away from Tenpai with that hand. You would have to use the south winds as your pair, but maybe that's still enough to get you out of this game with the Honba as well.
Cody, unfortunately, he has some pairs, but hard to tell like where he can build value with that hand.
Yeah, Quincy maybe looking at a 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku as well. But yeah, this hand from Andres is just wild. Waiting on 2 5 of circles or 5 8 of bamboo. Any of those tiles can get into Tempai. Max with a decent hand as well. A pair of the green dragons and some solid shapes to round things out. So again, could be a very, very fast Tempai as well.
I could see Cody trying to force Chitoy 7 pairs out of this hand just to like get it some value.
Yeah, so people
Otherwise,
in
the shapes are not great.
People in the chat are asking, well, Quincy's in first place and he won in South 4 as the dealer. Why is the game not over? Again, the special N League rules, Tempai,
And
but
we hit Senpai.
the game does not end if the dealer wins in first place, like it might in online play. But Andres knows what he has to do, and he's communicating with angels. But yeah, the game is over when someone else takes the dealer seat away.
Right. And so now Andres is putting pressure on the table. He's calling Riichi. But he could not Dama that hand because it's not Pinshu since
Yes.
South is his seat wind.
Yes, waiting on the 5 and the 8 of bamboo. A little bit suspicious. The 8 of bamboo close to the door. Maybe that's going to make people think twice. But Max going into a 7 8 9 does not have to just lay this hand down.
Right. He locks in that 8 of bamboo, the 8 so that's not going anywhere anytime soon. And more reason for Cody to try and maybe hedge a Chitoy 7 pair hand out of this.
Yes. Absolutely.
If he can keep dodging a deal in, I can see a path for him.
I love how bold this is. 6 of circles.
Oh, and there's another pair. See, Chitoy hand. 4 pairs.
Chitoy might be what we need to get out of this situation. Yeah, Quincy folding.
And then he revives the 6 7 8 Sanchoku chance.
Absolutely. 5 of characters, not necessarily what we're looking for, and a dangerous tile to get rid of, making things a little bit awkward. Could be the kiss of death from Max's hand.
Yes, but Max wants just that quick, if he could pawn the Yakuhai, pawn 10, and just get a quick, fast hand, get to his first place, end the game.
Wow.
And it passes.
What does Max know that we don't know? That is, I mean, I guess you're really unhappy to see Andres take the win here. And so, because there are safe tiles in that hand, like Green Dragon is arguably safe to if you want to fold, but I love the aggression that we're seeing from like a cracked Mahjong player.
Because the other thing is, as the Opis, they have the room to explore.
Tempai! There's the Riichi!
Is it going to open?
Not going to be the open Riichi.
Okay. So, Shonpon, Suso, Hatsu.
Yes, 3 of bamboo and the, you live by the 3 of bamboo, die by the 3 of bamboo.
Because for Max, if he pushes here and he falls to 3rd, it really doesn't change much for his team. So he doesn't have the stress as the other players on the table.
You're playing with house money at this point. I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so Sozu is unsafe around the table.
Cody is just in a really rough spot in playing this hand. I think your only real option is defense at this point, so far away from Tempai. Maybe just there's value, but like it's a little too late.
Because this would be Chitoy Dora 2 if he pushes it.
4 Han, 5 Han with a Riichi, 2 Han with Uradora, 1 more
Han
with
opens, then it's 6. It's a Hanuman.
That's so true. Oh my goodness. 3 of bamboo!
There it is.
There's the deal in. And is that one?
And an Ura.
Oh my goodness. Not dealing in with the green dragon, but getting the Uradora anyway for an extra Han.
So Riichi, Dora, Ura. Should be 8. And the Han 50?
I'm sitting like a toddler waiting for the astrophysicists to finish their scoring formula.
I believe that's 6,400 becomes 9,400. but I've been misscoring all over the place this evening. Is the onk of the one pin is 8, 10, 12, 50. Yeah, that should be 350.
Definitely enough for first place, like in addition to those Riichi sticks as well.
Oh, oh wait, plus with the Riichi sticks. Okay, that's where the 5 came from. Okay, I scored that one right this time.
Let's go. Let's go. Holy
Oh,
smokes.
so stressful. I mean, huge props to our overlay person who is Chris, actually the captain of the Opie Dubs tonight. So he got to see his teammate get the first.
I genuinely feel bad. The one hand that Cody had that was brimming with value was killed by a sumo only. There's no justice in this world.
That hurts so much, and I've been there and I felt that. It's so heartbreaking, especially when, your dealership passes and then you're late in the rotation for your second dealership, and it's just I was really rooting for him, really wanted that comeback for him.
Did you have a favorite hand or moment from that game? I love that we got to witness Andres conning into 4 Dora. That was
I was
amazing.
going to say the same thing, actually. Yes, that we hit that bounty of the con into 4 new Dora.
If people are hyped up and they want to watch more, how do they do so, and how frequently do End League games occur?
Right, so our End League games are almost every Friday. All of these games are hosted at a person's apartment, so they are understandably not always available. So we do, and also in terms of holidays or other big events happening in the Mahjong scene, we might skip certain weeks. But if you go to our Riichi Nomi YouTube channel, you'll see the recorded live streams of all of the season thus far, as well as the past 2 seasons. And then if you want to see what's coming up next, our upcoming calendars are posted on our Nomi League info channel in the Discord.
If people are around New York City and they want to come play Riichi Mahjong, how do they find that info? Where should they go?
We are posting about our online meetups or in-person meetups on all of our social media platforms, as well as on our Discord. But right now we're meeting every Sunday at the Hue, which is on Lexington and 53rd. And we're playing basically all day around noon, 1 o'clock-ish, whenever people get around, get settled, and then we play until we basically get kicked out. The venue's closing.
Absolutely. I can personally vouch. It's an incredibly fun meetup. It's free, which is amazing, and it's a gorgeous venue. And even if you don't know how to play Riichi Mahjong, there will be teaching tables, and I encourage you sincerely to check it out. How can people support Riichi Nomi if they're not in New York City or just they want to throw their support in general?
We have merch. We have a Square site. If you go to our Riichi Nomi website, I believe that's linked there. If not, you can find the information on our Discord. You can support us by joining the Discord, being a fan, interacting with our channels, following our different socials, watching our live streams, commenting like you did today. All of that helps our club.
Their TikTok game is also incredible. If you're also on TikTok, I can vouch. Cristi, thank you so much for commentating with me. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you for doing the heavy lifting with the scoring, and thank you to Riichi Nomi for having me and my community so lovingly on this channel. I can genuinely say, like, this is such a kind group of people, and the passion and the joy for Riichi Mahjong is very, very infectious. So thank you so much.
Hopefully this will happen again sometime. We do more tours.
Would love to come back and do it again. Bye, everyone.